Before I proceed with the video today, I understand it might be a little bit too long for some of you, so if you could just look at the description right now, you will see I have provided chapters. If there's a certain skin that's caught your eye that you just desperately need to see right now, well, just look at the description. If you wish to skip ahead, the options are provided to you. And with that, good day, Ruskin enjoyers. As you can see right here, the rush door did rotate a little bit late today. I have waited a good hour or so just to see what the sales look like as of now. But yeah, it's a reasonable batch of skins. Some of these skins, extra late picks. Yep. Got a few extra late picks and whatnot, and I should point out, next week is going to be Lunar New Year, so we're going to see a lot of snake-themed skins. It is the year of the snake. So if this seems a bit odd to you, I guess it's because we got Lunar New Year next week. And then for the very last rush door of this month, it might be even weirder. We shall see. So, okay, cool. Right then, so shall we go ahead and take a look at those skins and figure out which of them are abnormal? Well, I can inform you very quickly that only the SAR and the crossbow, they are the only abnormal skins this week. So, yep, no link there, but every other skin, as a quick example, as I quickly do this, they all have links. Get a good look at that. And with today's rush door, there's a fairly decent bit of variety. You've got some interesting deplorables, we've got an interesting batch of weapons, and, well, look, a brand new continuation of Ultramarine T2. This was submitted about a month and a half ago. And, well, there you go. And as expected last night, we did the abnormal barders. I did point this out. Every 3 to 4 months, when we see a brand new bombshell skin being produced, it's 100% guaranteed to be accepted. So in another 3 to 4 months, there will be another one. Maybe not a backpack, but you get the idea. Wooden double door or something like that, that's probably a good shout. We shall see. But yeah, bombshell collection continues as well. Very cool. And if I hop over to here, as you can see on micro522.com, which you can see linked in the description, when we look at the accepted skins, this is how it looks. The AK had tons of upvotes, like loads. But yeah, every single skin was looked at positively, and I can confirm 2 skin creators got their first ever skins accepted today, that being Yui and Mr. Wynett, so congratulations to you two. Right, so let's go ahead and take a look at STMM to ABP. It's been a good hour or so since the rush door rotated, and as you can see, we can quite literally see which skins are currently selling a little bit better compared to the others. Out of all these skins, feel free to comment below which one was your favourite, which one do you think looks the best. I'd love to read your comments. But yeah, here we are. Let's should we just jump in now? Start yapping? Start showing off some skins? Let's go to it. Right, so Deep Ruby AK-47. There's a lot of support behind this, and it's got a very, very strange, interesting looking design. I can also confirm to you, Wynett, the skin creator, recently submitted another skin. Yes, we have the SAR. So, are we going to get a full collection like this? I wouldn't be surprised if he's just got the AK accepted. If he thinks that's the winning formula, he's going to instantly go ahead and produce even more and more and more and more. So I guess you could probably go to the comment section and say, Wynett, love the skin, but I now need a crossbow or a revolver. No, I need a water purifier that's Deep Ruby. Go offer some suggestions. I'm sure he'd love to hear your responses, and he'll consider what to make next. But of course, next week it's going to be Lunar New Year, so keep that in mind. Cool. Right then, so props to you, good sir. $3.49. Oh, well, It's the top selling skin so far. We should consider that. But how much is it going to sell by next week? Are we actually going to see a collection being built from this? Is it actually going to retain its value? It's the very beginning of 2025. There will be more AK-47s, and let me just inform you of something. Next month, we are going to have Twitch drops. As you can see, all these people mentioned they're going to have their own Twitch drops. I'm already aware that I think we're getting about 4+ AKs. I am aware we're about to get a lot of AK-47 Twitch drops. I'm not joking. All right. So if you thought that AK today that we just seen, the Deep Ruby, looks interesting, there's a whole batch of them that are about to appear. And also you could consider the many other AKs that we had last year, including those Twitch drops and whatnot. There's a bit of a problem. There's tons of AK-47s. Oh dear. So here's the issue. If it struggles to retain interest, what happens then? Well, it goes down in price. And how many AK-47s have sold for a fairly high price, looking back at last year, that went down in price real bad? Well, there's quite a lot of them, wasn't there? We saw many instances of AKs selling at $3 and more, and then they just crashed and burned. So as I scroll down over to here, Popstar was an instance of a skin actually retaining its value, so props to that. But if we scroll down just a little bit more, we will see we had the Shining Edge AK-47, $2.99, sells at $1 now. Scroll down a little bit more, what else do we see? Steampunk AK-47, $2.99, $1.08 now. Bird of Luck, $2.99, $1.10. In fact, quite early in 2024, we have the El Diablo AK-47, a very interesting, cool-looking design, sold at $3.49 as well, yes. That is now selling at $1.10, $1.11, there you go. So be cautious, be wary, AK-47s as investments, but listen, at the end of the day, not every single skin you see here has to be an investment. You can simply look at a skin, say, hey, that looks cool, that looks nice, I like that, I want to buy that. Go treat yourself, support those skin creators, keep them nice and motivated to keep wanting to put out nice creative designs in the future. And, well, you know what, maybe it's about time we hop in game and whip it out. Give that a good look, it's ever so nice and shiny. Yeah, good look at the shine. A lovely piece of work there, Mr. Wynette. Aim down the sight. Very useful aim sight. Yeah, good look at that. Red is useful for every single environment. And you're probably wondering, well, what does it look like at night time? Oh, wrong one. Flick the wrong switch. Sorry about that. There you go. No glow in the dark. Just want to point that. I know there's a red thing there. Shut up. So give that a good look at night time. Use your aim sight. Come on now. Yeah. Right then. So, for what it is, I wouldn't be surprised if we do see more of this collection being built up. I wouldn't be surprised if we see more weapons. I'm sure he's very motivated now. I'm sure he's very happy. But like I said, you could go to the workshop page and offer your own suggestions. What would you like to see being immortalised in Deep Ruby? Well, feel free to tell him. So yeah, as I said, I am cautious. I am a little bit wary. But, that's if you just want to make an investment. Lights off, go. And rise up. Give this a good look. Look at how it reflects in light. That is an awesome looking display right there. Maybe you didn't like it during the day, but at night time and the right lighting, that looks special. Now think about this. What clothing and armor set would you wear with this as you roam around? Feel free to comment below. So yeah, it's fine for what it is. I think it stands out quite nicely. I would expect to see more skins being submitted to the workshop with this developing into a much bigger collection. But you've got to be a little bit patient. Lunar New Year is next week. And so that... cool looking design, but now let's go ahead and take a look at the next skin to talk about. I'm talking about, but wait, what are we looking at? I don't see anything. Oh, it's shiny. Oh, hang on a minute. If I just turn, oh, hello. What's this? Well, as you can see here, we just so happen to have a collection continuation for the Black Diamond collection. We have a ever so nice looking sleeper bag right here on display. Get a good look at that. Right, so yes, we got a very cool looking Black Diamond sleeping bag being accepted. But now we'll question, is everybody going to appreciate that? At night time, it's a little bit awkward because, of course, wait, hang on a minute. Where did I put my bag? Oh no, it doesn't glow in the dark. Maybe not super helpful, but for a very cool looking design that you might want to put outside, oh yeah, consider that. Maybe, just maybe, that'd be something you'd like to use. Maybe, just maybe, that might be something you'll happily appreciate in your inventory. Right, so let's go ahead and talk about that. So over to here, I'm looking and seeing that this is the second best selling skin at the so far. But with the Black Diamond collection as a whole, as we look at this, you may recall we had all the clothing and armor skins, which worked out perfectly fine because we got all the pieces. The weapons during post-Christmas, they've been good. Not perfect, but they've been good. People do appreciate, so all right. But now, of course, we are dabbling into deplorables. Bad Trip is the most successful skin creator with the most acceptances into Rust, so props to him. I would fully expect a whole bunch of interesting deplorables to be developed as time goes on. But he does juggle a lot of collections, and he does do quite a lot of Twitch drops, so take that into consideration. You might randomly see another black gold skin being produced. You might randomly see maybe another, I don't know. I'm trying to remember all the other collections he makes. Another No Mercy skin he might just randomly put out. Like, he will juggle different things. So, more Black Diamond deplorables at some point in the near future. I would like to see it happen, but I know how things usually play out with this certain individual. Everything I would fully expect to be of wonderful quality standard. So these do take time as well. Do consider that. You might maybe only see maybe a few more deplorables being produced throughout the rest of this year. We shall see. But I can't help to assume a lot of people will be appreciating those skins. But will they be accepted? Well, it's up to Face Punch. So this sleeping bag. How much is that likely going to sell by next week? As of right now, I can't tell. I will not be able to give you a solid answer in regards to that. I've got to wait at least a day. But I do think people are appreciating it purely based on the fact that it's the second best selling skin so far. All right, cool, fair enough. $2.49. Well, sleeping bags that sell at those prices, they do, well, as we take a look at this, they tend to be a little bit funny, as you can see here. So that sold at $2.49, standard price. Oh, that's a bit awkward. This sold at $2.49. Oh, that's a bit awkward. But also, that was green and it glowed in the dark, so that was a bit counterintuitive. So for what we see here, give it some time. I think it can work out nicely. But I wouldn't be surprised if it still goes below its rust or price as we enter Easter time. Yes, February, March, April. I've said it so much recently, but I have to keep reminding all of you. Unfortunately, we are going to go through a bit of a bad time. Now, the player count at the moment, it's been good. But as we're starting to get through halfway through this month, you know, all the fun of the force wipe, it's kind of past us now. Christmas is kind of past us now. Kids are focused in school. People are focused in work. Yeah, it is dropping off a bit. But still good for like a random day. Well, actually, it's Thursday. During January, this is still good. This whole month is still likely to be over an average player count of over 120,000. And then, of course, for February Force Wipe, the update, we're going to have the primitive game mode. Like, I still think like the player count's going to be solid, but it's still going to go down. It's a routine thing that happens every single year. And with less people playing, there'll be less demand for skins and lower skin prices. If anything, people wanting to focus school and work and whatnot, they're very likely going to just quickly think, you know what, I think I could just sell my skins for now, come back in the summer and buy them again. And what we have is an issue of more people trying to sell rather than buy, prices go down. Yeah, so be a little bit concerned about that. If you like the skin, you go buy it, you go appreciate it. But if you think of it potentially as a nice investment, it's abnormal. You can take your time, right? Next Wednesday night, we'll do all the abnormals and whatnot. But, yeah, I'm looking at it. I am questioning it a fair bit. The fact that it don't glow might probably be an issue, but I can also see it being a useful thing as well. As I said, nighttime, you're not going to really notice it, are you? So throw it around somewhere in a bush. No, I'm joking. You could put it out on display so everybody can look at it. They might get jealous and start stabbing it with a knife. But anyway. So for what that is, it's fine. But I've got to wait until next Wednesday. Now, if you don't fully understand what an abnormal skin is, because I do see these comments quite a lot, please consider watching my most recent Abnormal Barders video. Watch the first 5 minutes, then scroll down, take a look at the description, and skip ahead to the actual Barders chapter. You'll basically understand the general gist of everything. So consider giving that a good look. It will help you out. In short, there are certain skins that will become marketable before the roster is even rotated, and we know exactly when they become marketable, so we race to put down buy orders, but you still got to figure out prices to offer for the skins and whatnot. So give it a good watch. It will be very, very useful for you to learn about it. All right then. So, with that out of the way, let's talk about the backpack. So, we were well aware of this last night. I mentioned it in the abnormal video. This is 100% guaranteed. Bombshell collection is essentially TGG, that German guy's collection, and I'm sure many of you are well aware that he has his top picks lists. These are curated skins. With every new batch of skins that are introduced, he will make sure that they are all of the quality standard. He'll make sure that there are no copyright issues. By doing that every single week, he produces a list and that gets sent to Facepunch, and as a thank you, every 3 to 4 months, he gets a 100% guaranteed skin to be accepted. Right. So now that we got that established, you can see that there is a well-established Bombshell collection. And with the arrival of the Bombshell Backpack today, well, did the clothing and armour appreciate it? Let's go give that a quick look as I look over to here. The green Bombshell hoodie with only 20 listings at the moment. It might have been bought out a bit. I mean, there's only 5 sales today. And then I scroll down and look at the pants, and yeah, I don't think people really notice too much. Fair enough, it might be a little bit too pricey for some people. But yeah. A green backpack. Now, before you sit there and even bother mentioning that Hedge, oh my god, is no, the normal standard default large backpack is green. Shut up. All right? All right. So before you even consider trying to sit there and say, Hedge, it's camouflage. No. We already have the standard backpack. All right? Chill out. Anyway, it is a brand new backpack. Ever since the backpacks were introduced, we've had a backpack every single week. That might be a bit of a concern for this. We just had the Gold Chains backpack. It was the lowest selling backpack we've ever had. And with Lunar New Year next week, I wouldn't be surprised if we get some sort of snake-themed backpack being accepted there as well. It really wouldn't surprise me. We keep seeing more and more and more and more. And when will it end? I don't know. But surely at some point they're going to stop. Hopefully maybe February. But then again, there'll be some sort of special primitive backpack, won't there? All right. So anyway, focusing this. With so many skins and such, well, I guess you could say a short amount of time, it is getting concerning. Also, Twitch drops, don't feel about that. They're very likely to be a backpack Twitch drop. I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, it's fine for what it is, Bombshell is a fairly large collection. In terms of interest in it at the moment, I'm not 100% sure. Guys, do you happen to buy a lot of Bombshell skins? Feel free to comment below. I'd love to see it. I'd love to be informed of the popularity. Anyway, it is a green collection, and people very likely will want to pair that up with what's there. So, all right, fair enough. Maybe that'll work out quite nicely. But then again, if you're using Forest Raiders or Flashbacks or Reptile Hunter, you're probably just going to use the standard backpack. Just going to say that. But yeah, surely there's a lot of people that actually like the actual design of it. So why don't we actually go ahead and showcase that right now? Look at that happy face. He's so happy. Yeah, right. Observe. Nighttime. Go. So yes, as you can see, got a cool batch of zippers to put all your things in. Oh yes. It's dangerous. It's monstrous. It is the Bombshell Backpack. So it's a perfectly fine looking design. I'm sure people will like. However, if we keep seeing more and more and more and more and more and more backpacks, they're not going to be so special anymore. And technically speaking, I feel like that's the case already. There might be a couple backpacks that are like the go-to option. That maybe it's going to be the Blackout Collection one. That wouldn't surprise me. But yeah. Will there be more green backpacks? That will be interesting though. I know we already have the default one, but like I've seen Reptile Hunter backpack. If they release the jungle biome in the summer, I'd love to see the reptile backpack being accepted then. It would make sense, just saying, if they're going to have crocodiles and tigers, which I'll talk about in a bit. So anyway, that's fine for what it is. If you like it, you go buy it. You go show your appreciation. But if you're looking at it as an investment, it's abnormal. We can take our time. That's something at $2.49, and I really wouldn't be surprised if it drops off after a while. Easter time, already mentioned it. Yeah. But what about the summer? Because, of course, after Easter time, we have the summer, and, there'll be a lot of people playing then as well, so interesting. Keep that in your head. Maybe it doesn't sell too much. Take that into consideration as well. So, we just got to leave it, basically. We just got to see how things pan out. It's not the best thing to say, but it's the thing we're just going to have to work with. By all means, feel free to comment below if you like it. And now, let's move on and talk about the next skin. What's this over here? Well, hello there. We have a very cool looking garage door. So, yes, the ISI collection continues with a very nice and bright garage door. Well, I just got to point this out very quickly. Even when it's rolled up, it glows in the dark. You see the very top here, you can see the change. You can see a bit of the cracking. That glows in the dark still, so that's a nice little detail that I'm sure a lot of people are going to appreciate. So, yes. Would you like to have this inside your base? It's quite bright, it's quite noticeable, and it's pretty cool to look at because, yeah, it's nice. Shut up. Right, anyway, snap. Give that a good look. It's quite reflective as well. Give that a good look. And, of course, with the lights on as well, you can see the ice lighting up at night time as well. Snap again. Get a good look at the reflections. Interesting. I'm sure plenty of people will like that. I'm sure plenty of people like it inside their bases. But, yeah. The second garage door to be accepted in 2025. How many more will follow this? Now you have to be concerned, because right now that's looking pretty cool. I'm not joking this time, I'm being honest with you. It does look very nice. I think the skin created a splendid job. But there will be more garage doors. There will be more Twitch drop garage doors. There will be very interesting, very cool looking skins in the future as well. And now you have to kind of take this into consideration. Is that always going to maintain its interest? Is that always going to stay in demand? Well, let's talk about the collection itself. So, if I could quickly show the ISI collection right now, you can clearly see it's not exactly holding up very well. It didn't have an acceptance in quite a long time. It's been about half a year, so I should just quickly remind you of that. But, what if he put out like a backpack? What if he put out a double door? Are we going to lean more into deplorables now, or are we going to mix and match even further and go with some clothing and armour? Don't know. But as you can see here, with the tools and whatnot, hasn't been super great, and right now it's post-Christmas. Plenty of skins are up in price, and these are still down in price. Sheep with a door, well, like most 2024 sheep with doors, it didn't do very well at all. With a brand new garage door being accepted about 2 hours ago, it's hardly changed its price. So that's a little bit concerning, isn't it? So for that garage door, I'm going to be brutally honest with you, I'm very concerned, all right? I'm always concerned. Well, you're used to this by now, I'm sure. But anyway, it's another instance of, hey, if you like it, just go buy it, okay? But if you're wanting to consider investing into it, give it time. I wouldn't be surprised if you could probably get that for about $1 cheaper. Very sorry to say. But as I scrolled over to here, we had another Ice Fiend garage door not too long ago with the Frozen Crypt. And that went down by $1. Look at that. It's sitting here at $1.88, sold at $3. And now with a brand new garage door that's also Ice Fiend, well, cheers, mate. So, yeah, be a fair bit concerned, be a bit wary. As time goes on, You know, we just had that very cool looking garage door, but now another one's appeared, and then after that another one will appear, and then there'll be a Twitch drop, and there'll be more in the rust doors and whatnot, and you get the idea. Cool. So, yeah, you're probably better off with a builder, but of course, if you really like it, go show some support to that skin creator. And keep an eye on the workshop, because I do believe we'll be seeing some more Ice skins from here on now. What will it be? Well, personally, I'd like to see some chairs and some tables. We just don't get them anymore, and I'd like to see a very cool looking design being implemented there. Mr. Zink, do you have what it takes? I'd love to see it. Where's my... I need a frozen table to go with my Ice King throne. Come on now, we've got to go medieval and whatnot. I need to be the Ice King. Come on. Right, we'll leave it at that. So it's a cool looking design. Let's now go ahead and start talking about the Starry Dream SAR. Alright, get a good look at this. What we have right here in front of me is the Starry Dream SAR, a very nice, whimsical looking design. Very pretty, lovely piece of work, like the moon and whatnot, the clouds, the stars. Now, you're probably wondering, does it happen to light up at night time? Well, I can confirm, no, it does not. Get a good look at that. Yep. You can see the cloud, that might be useful to you, but again, just use a hollow sight. So yeah, a very nice, interesting looking design. And if I could just go to here and strike a pose, let's ride up and give that a good look, because that is looking pretty cool. Yes, look at that. Very nice. Very lovely piece of work. Right, so SARs, how have they been holding up over the past couple months? Because of course it's post-Christmas. You'd think, wow, loads of skins have gone up in price. Surely all the SARs have worked out very nicely as well. Well, okay, so, yeah. Out of the many skins that were introduced last year, only 3 of them are currently in the positive. All the other ones, and even the recent ones have gone down in price, which is unfortunate. That only literally just became marketable like 2 hours ago. It's already down in price. So this is looking a bit awkward. But I can sit here and say I really wouldn't be surprised if Sunup, the skin creator here, proceeds to make even more skins. As you can see, they're quite persistent. They're always putting out very nice, interesting designs. Like when the initial SAR wasn't accepted, they went back to it. They added even more details. A very interesting design, which we just saw, of course, because it was finally accepted. So I can anticipate even more skins being made and whatnot. Will they be accepted? Well, you've got to keep an eye on the workshop, of course. But I don't know what's going to become of this, other than I really wouldn't be surprised if it drops off in price. Sorry to say. But there will be a lot more SARs being produced. There will be more Twitch drops as well. I mean, yeah, we're 3 weeks in, we got 3 SARs in a row. Oh, that's just occurred to me. That's not helpful for it, is it? With far too many designs, well, it's a struggle to maintain interest, and of course, the prices don't hold up very well. Unless you're super, super special, or part of a big collection, and yeah, so that's not very helpful, is it? No. White and black equals profit. Mate, I don't think that's good enough, I'm afraid to say. Wow, even the Bombshell SAR's only gone slightly down in price. I mean, it's not too bad, that one, but they had like a transparent aim sight, and yep, down by 3%. Oof. Okay, so, SARs, bit questionable. But if you like that design, well, by all means, show your support. But that skin right there, it's not abnormal. It's one of the two skins that are not abnormal this week. So, yeah. But like I said, if you like it, you go buy it. But on Wednesday night, we'll look at the sales and we'll have to consider if we want to actually invest into it. But I think you probably ought to get a good idea of how I'm going to approach that. It's going to be a builder, so I'll leave it at that. So to our surprise today, a skin that was submitted 5 weeks ago was accepted. Yes, an extra late pick for the Ultramarine collection, but then again, not too long ago, we just had the Commando Tier 2 being accepted, somewhat super late. Anyway, it's nice to see because it's a collection continuation, because we had the Tier 3 being accepted not too long ago. And that's down in price quite a fair bit today. But of course, with the Tier 2 appearing, I can now confirm to you that it's comfortably in the positive. It's been bought out. There's only 16 listings here. There's only how many listings here? Are you going to load up? You're going to show yourself? There you go. 11. Oh, a few more just got bought out. Interesting. But yeah, this is expected. With a brand new batch of core pieces, we would see the pre-existing core pieces spike demand, spike in price. This is a routine thing that happens all the time. It doesn't matter if you don't like the skin or not, right? Still happens. All right, so for the position that's in, that's looking pretty sweet. Now, here's the next question. What happens to the Tier 2? Is that looking to be in an interesting spot? Well, of course, we can still anticipate hoodie and pants. We can still anticipate boots and gloves. That's going to happen. That's going to get made. The skin creator's definitely going to make that. Why wouldn't they? There you go. there's too much money on the table to not do so. All right, anyway, joking, but you get the idea. It's going to happen. Now, this collection has been appreciated, more specifically the deplorables. But, you know, you might sit there and say, but the tier 3 went down. Well, that's because it was all by itself. It needed the other things, and we got other things today. So that's going to be very happy from here now. That tier 3 only did about 10,600 subscribers. That is quite low indeed. As of now, tier 2 doesn't look like it's selling ridiculously, which is good. If that tier 2 happens to sell a little bit more compared to 10,000, if it's just a little bit more, it's not the end of the world, all right? If it sells like relatively around the same amount, that's really good. And when we see the hoodie and pants eventually at some point, or the boots and gloves, you'd expect all of these to spike in price. I wouldn't be surprised if we probably do see this actually getting accepted. Maybe, we shall see. Like, Facepunch clearly liked it enough to go back and pick it out after 5 weeks on the workshop. All right, then, that's up to you. If you're confident in that, you go buy some if you want. But, of course, it's also abnormal, so we can wait until Wednesday. We can approach it then. Yeah, just want to point that out as well. So I would always do abnormal barders first, look at the support afterwards, then make considerations. That kilt probably will do very good because, of course, the kilt can go with the tier 2 armor here or the tier 3 armor here. That probably, specifically, just that piece there is probably the best thing to consider investing into in the whole week. And with it being positioned here in terms of sales at the moment, all right, yeah, all the better. If it doesn't sell that much, all the better for it to rise up in price in the future. And like I said, whether we see boots and gloves or hoodie and pants, all of that's in a very good spot. And now let's go ahead and actually look at it. Because as you can see, that is a pretty cool, reflective looking set. And before you ask, no, it does not glow in the dark. Much like the tier 3 armor, which many people were worried about, it does not glow in the dark. You have no need to be concerned. All right, give that a good look. Very nice, very cool. Now, if I were to just quickly turn off the lights, you can see it's probably a little bit more reflective, but yeah, give that a good look. It's looking pretty cool. Now, earlier, we were doing some mixing and matching, and I feel like we should showcase that off right now. So, of course, how does the kilt pair up with the tier 3? So, of course, you can see I'm pairing this up with the brand new AK, and I think that actually goes well with the Ultramarine set. What do you reckon? Anyway, kilt, tier 3, looking fine with me. Still waiting for those hoodie and pants. So you're probably sitting there wondering, well, what hoodie and pants probably would go all right with this? Well, first of all, quick daytime look. Get a good look at the back there. You can see all the reflection. You can see my lovely tight buttons. And, of course, you can see how it looks pretty cool. But I could probably showcase this with some like hoodie and pants. What if I just quickly whipped out something simple like the recent Twitch Rivals hoodie and pants? So a few months back, you may recall, we had the Twitch Rivals Twitch drops, and we had a pair of hoodie and pants, and I think that goes all right with it. Like, at the end of the day, when we eventually see the Ultramarine hoodie and pants, I'm sure it's going to blend in perfectly with that. But for now, what do you think? Do you like what you see? Well, I've had a few people ask me, hey, could you try it out with a Tempered collection? Well, all right then, let's go give that a shot. Not too bad, not too bad. Looking pretty cool. The purple, I guess it works. Feel free to comment below if you like what you see, or if not, feel free to comment below, if you want to. It disgusts me. Well, I mean, if you want to. But yeah, I mean, it's fine. It looks okay. But yeah, maybe we've just got to wait out a little bit longer for the Ultramarine hoodie and pants. By all means, it's a perfectly fine new addition. And on the horizon, got to start twiddling our fingers and start anticipating for some brand new core pieces of boots and gloves. The tier 2 is looking interesting. But more specifically, as I've specified, the kilt. The kilt is definitely the most interesting thing to consider investing into. But, of course, you want to wait it out a little bit longer. Wait until next Wednesday. We're going to see what the sales look like. If the kilt ends up doing like 12,000 subscribers, that's fine. That's reasonable. That's not too much. Still should be okay. Right then. So, shall we now move on and discuss the next skin? Alright, so this is actually a collection continuation, Sunken Double Door. Now, cool, the summer of 2023, if I can remember. Oh, yep, there you go. We had the Abyss update. Do you remember that? Well, we had a very interesting sheep in the door being accepted. You got the tentacles all wrapped around the door. Are you sure you're going to want to open that? But the glow-in-the-dark crater design here was awesome. So you may recall that's when they introduced the Abyss hazmat with the special torch. And, you know, that perfectly showcased it right there. Well, now we've got a double door doing basically the exact same thing. So, yes, we might potentially see more of these. Algorithm just quite literally came back to it recently, posted that, and just walked off. And then, oh, look, it's been accepted today. Hippie. But yeah, no, that was submitted somewhat recently. And here you go. The first sheet metal double door of 2025. Are we going to see a lot more of them? So this is definitely a bit of a concerning thing I have to talk about, because I did talk about it towards the end of last year, but we've got to bring it back up all over again. We got about Hedge, don't worry, I'll explain. But yeah, first of all, the aquatic design, the glow-in-the-dark, spot on. We'll give that a good look in a second. But like I said, it's the first sheet metal double door of 2025. Now, in 2024, we had a very random, strange, but awesome-looking resurgence for sheet metal double doors. This used to be quite a rare sight to see. As you look at the previous 2 years, whilst we did get a decent amount of them, it wasn't ridiculous. But then over to here, we're at Twitch drops, rust doors, they were doing very good. Like, just to quickly point this out, only the holiday-themed skins are currently in the negative. Sheet metal double doors are appreciated. We can see that. And Face Punch kind of went a little bit too into it with tons of acceptances. 23 in total, like 3 times as much compared to the previous years, separately. Anyway. With what we have here, it's the very first one. Will there be a lot more of them? Will we see even more sheet metal double doors after this? Will there be Twitch drops and whatnot? I am concerned. Because I was like, okay, all of these skins holding up very nicely at the moment. It's post-Christmas after all. But what's the breaking point, if you know what I mean? Like, when we see a lot of garage doors now, most of them just go down in price. Sheet metal doors are another example. Oh, look, it's a brand new sheet metal door. Yippee. Oh, it's gone down in price. Oh, no. So, point trying to get across is, at what point does this suddenly become an issue of, oh, look, it's another sheet metal door, oh, it's gone down in price? When does that happen? At what point is too many? Because we have 63 in total now, and we do get quite a lot of Twitch drops out of these, don't we? So what happens next? I'm concerned, I'm unsure, I'm a little bit worried. Maybe you might want to sell all your sheet metal double doors right now whilst they're nice and profitable. That's a consideration. You probably might want to do that anyway, because of course you'd expect them to go down in price over the course of Easter. Just point that out. Right. Anyway, focusing you, the Sunken double door. Let's talk about you specifically. All right. So as I observe, as I get nice and close, look at that. What a wonderful specimen you are. Oh, yes. Look at those tentacles, all nice and reflective. If we could look at this at night time, snap. Get a good look at the reflection on the, what do you call the sticky bits? The suction cups, I guess you could say that. Yes, they stand out quite nicely. Now, if I were to ask for one extra little addition for the skin, he should have put, like, the eyeball in that window there. That would have been really cool. Make it glow in the dark and whatnot, but hey, it is what it is. It's a lovely continuation. I would like to see more of this. I wouldn't be surprised to be something like a garage door and whatnot. But yeah, look at the glow in the dark. Probably one of the most creative methods to showcase that. I mean, look at that. Very nice. Very cool. So yeah, it's a cool looking design. Will it be appreciated for the foreseeable future? At the very least, I can see it like retaining its value. But I said it to you. At some point, we're going to see too many sheet metal double doors. When is that going to happen? I don't know, but eventually you're going to start seeing these not doing a very good job of retaining their value. You're going to start seeing these lose value. I know. So at the end of the day, if you like the skin, by all means, buy it, use it, enjoy it, support that skin creator, keep them nice and motivated, keep them putting nice creative designs in the future. However, it is abnormal. We can take our time. We can wait until next Wednesday, do the abnormal barders first, and then consider buying it. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, yeah, no, I think that will probably do better. It'll do a lot better compared to the sheet metal door. That sheet metal door went down in price and never recovered. But today, with the arrival of this, it probably won't even change that much anyway. Anyway, so what it is, you tell me. Do you like it? Is it the best skin of this week? Is it the most creative? Comment below. I'd love to read it. And with that, we shall now move on and discuss the final 2 weapons for this video. And what is that in my hands already? It's another first ever skin to be accepted for a brand new skin creator. Let's move the sun around. Come on. Get over there. I want to look at this Python. Because this Python's apparently got some modified aimed out of sight features, which initially I didn't notice. And if you look hard enough, you might notice like the aim sight parts like curved out. So if I were to just kind of compare this to another Python with like full proper transparency, yep, there you go, Redemption Python accepted at some point, well, sort of late last year, I can't fully remember, time's passing too quickly, I'm getting old. But yeah, that's got like full transparency, and then you compare to this doesn't have full transparency, but it's like creatively used. So, alright, cool. Yui, congratulations, this is a perfectly fine looking specimen, but I'm going to be brutally honest with you, in terms of how people likely are going to behave around this and whatnot, how people are going to respect this, they're probably going to stick with this. Yeah. Just that a little bit more transparency apparently makes it so much more worthwhile. I know. When this arrived, everybody was super happy because the blackout Python was getting ridiculously expensive. And yet right now, this is still down in price. Yes, I know. That's awkward. So looking at this, for what it is, congratulations once again. And guys, by all means, if you like the design, if you want to go show your support to a brand new skin creator with their first ever skin acceptance, consider buying it. It is abnormal though, so you could wait, wait a little bit longer, see how things turn out by next Wednesday. But Pythons in general, they don't really hold up as very nice investments, do they? So we should probably go ahead and start talking about that. Right, so Python revolvers, here we are, looking at you. Oh dear. That's not looking good, no. Yeah, I feel like I got the point across. Now, last year, Chameleon Collection was doing very, very nicely. It was selling ever so nicely, along with the Redemption Collection. So their skins were holding up quite nicely, but look at these, they're not holding up very... It's not doing good. It's down by 33% there, it's down by 20% there. So, look at all the Pythons that came out maybe over the past 5 years. That might be a good, interesting idea. Oh, look, there's the Blackout Python, still in the positive, quite expensive still as well. Look at all the other Pythons, oh dear. Look, it's Comics Python, that's very nice. Look at all the other Pythons, oh dear. And yeah, in total, we have 77 of these, and the only ones that are in the positive are basically the older ones, or ones from very notable collections, or more specifically, the Blackout one and the Comics one. So, oh dear. I won't be surprised if the skin creator does try to develop this into a much bigger collection. In fact, I do believe that's already happened, because this was actually submitted quite some time back. So if I look at Yui's workshop, it wouldn't surprise me if we start seeing like a Reflector SAP or a Reflector Revolver. So, okay, keep an eye on that, be aware. I'm sure there's plenty more interesting designs to follow this. But Pythons as investments, not looking super good, unfortunately. So, you come to me to get the opinions, and I'll talk about the behaviour and whatnot, and I'll sit there and say I'm concerned. All right? So, not every single skin has to be an investment. If you like it, you go show your support. But if you want it to be an investment, utilise the abnormal time. Let's do the abnormal barters first, and then we'll approach it afterwards. Sounds good? Cool. Right then, shall we now talk about the final skin of the week? It is the Chomped Crossbow. Now, I did bring this up quite some time back. Throughout all of 2024, we didn't get that many crossbow skins. Like, what happened, Face Punch? Used to accept tons of them, and now last year only 3. What? I don't know. So, to get a crossbow this early, all right, that's cool. I'm not going to complain about that. It is an interesting design because it has transparency. Now, the fact that I've said that probably has it's made your ears rise up a little bit. You're probably thinking, oh my, could this be exactly like the Cargo Heli crossbow, which I shall quickly remind you is selling for a pretty decent price at this moment. So highest price, let's go to that. It's probably one of the most, it's the third most expensive one. So it's Gold Spirit crossbow at $27, then the Ronin crossbow at $9. But there you go, Cargo Heli. What's so special about this? The transparency it has is considerably quite interesting. You can see a lot, right? You can see a lot. Now, I don't think there's anything that compares to this. If I'm wrong, feel free to message me, comment below. I don't fully know at this specific time, but I have to bring this up. Get a good at that. Is that helpful? I don't know. Oh, I can see dome, yippee! I don't think that's like super helpful. It's an interesting design. I wouldn't be surprised if we do see like some more of these skins being produced. So yeah, give that a good look. I appreciate and respect the detail that we see here and whatnot, but I don't know if this is going to be something that's going to be super in demand. Like, wouldn't it have been funnier if you had something like this but for Easter with chocolate and whatnot? Who's eating metal? I'm very concerned for them. I'm a bit worried. So for what that is, it's cool. I do expect more skins. I don't think this specifically is going to hold up very well. However, if we don't see that many crossbows again, well, by default, if you see a sheer lack of skins being accepted for an item, you tend to see these skins that, the pre-existing skins just slowly and graciously go up in price because people want the skins, but they can't get any new ones. They just go for the old ones. Maybe this does work out all right. Maybe this doesn't sell that much this week because at the moment, right now, it's the lowest selling skin. It's for your consideration, all right? So things are actually kind of lining up quite interestingly for this. Will I see this potentially going down in price? Can I foresee that happening? I could still see it go below its rest price at a certain point. That really wouldn't surprise me. But eventually, at some point, like I said, if we don't see many more crossbows being accepted, this could work out ever so fine. But yeah, if you like it, then by all means, you go ahead and buy it. But as an investment, I had to bring this up. This is not abnormal this week. It's one of the 2 skins that's not abnormal. So, okay, that might be a little bit of a worry, but from here and now, let's just wait and see. Are we going to see more crossbows? Or will the fact that I've mentioned that so many times already, skin creators will listen in and be like, oh, I could go make a crossbow now. So we'll find out. We'll see how that turns out. Right, hopping out of here. So the Chomped Crossbow, right now, it's not really saying that much. In fact, maybe I'll refresh here and just see if anything updates. But yeah, as of now, you have 750 subscribers rounded up. I do expect even more of these skins. Circu, Sword Sender, they've been around for quite a long time, and I do expect some very interesting designs to be produced from here. And, of course, I should bring up, I was trying to find this, we had a pair of tools. Someone took a bite out of the hatchet. Is that going to still cut good? I don't know. I'm very concerned. Right then. So, oh, there you go. We can see much better sales now. Yeah, we've got a very good indicator. That really isn't sending that much. It really ain't. Sorry to say. But as I said, maybe that could work out ever so nicely for it in the future. Maybe that could actually slowly and graciously rise up in price due to a sheer lack of competition. Out of all the skins this week, I'd love you to comment below which one was your favourite, because I've just gone through all of them, right? So, with that roster as a whole, it's fine. I'm not going to complain. Next week is going to be, of course, Lunar New Year theme, so let's now start talking about that. So, if I could just quickly go back in game, put that away, and you might have seen this in the background. We've already had an interesting batch of submissions, as you can see here. A lot of people, they did submit their Lunar New Year skins early. So this week they might go ahead and do normal skins. It's up to them. They're more than welcome to do so. But yeah, it's the year of the snake. So we're going to see a lot of snake-themed skins. Get a good look at that one. Oh, he's so happy. Look at him. But yeah, you're going to see a lot of interesting decorative designs. You're going to see some interesting doors and whatnot. Of course, I can see a manga-style door right there. Oh, you just wait. There's going to be a lot more of them. There's going to be a lot more. Snake girl? Sure. Anyway, so this is just a representative of what potentially could be seen next week. If you've seen my most recent Rust Workshop skin checks, you'd be well informed of a lot more skins. So let's just quickly hop out of here. So yep, here we are, the Rust Workshop skin checks for January 14, 2025. Lots of normal skins, but then of course there's the holiday themed skins as well. There's a lot of snake themed Lunar New Year skins. So this weekend there will be even more. Don't be surprised by that. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's still a bit of a mix and match. Everyone who submitted Lunar New Year skins this past weekend will likely do normal skins this weekend. Or maybe they'll just take a break. It's up to them. So yeah, consider giving that a good look. But to have a lovely little video showcasing it, instead you can consider watching the video right here. Ta-da! And I did notice some collection continuations out of those Lunar New Year skins. Remember, all collection continuations are chaptered. Consider giving that a good watch. Cool. Now, if I hop out of here, I can actually point out that they are working on a brand new, sorry about that, wrong one, brand new snake mask. I mean, that's not surprising, is it? Yep, snake mask is being worked on. That'll be readily available for next week. If you've seen the ox mask and the dragon mask and the rat mask and whatnot, that will be the brand new one. A snake. I'm a snake. I'm so sorry. But yeah, here's the thing. I am noticing no mentions of a brand new weapon. Why is that concerning? Well, I should bring this up. I'm sure quite a lot of you happen to own a certain dragon launcher. Yes. Now, last year, we had the Year of the Dragon. But the funny thing is, when Facepunch first introduced, Lunar New Year masks, the very first one they did was a dragon one. It wasn't a pig mask. It should have been a pig mask, actually. That was it. They made a dragon one instead. But then, of course, eventually it became the Year of the Dragon. But they already had a dragon mask. So I get the feeling they thought, you know what, all right. Maybe we should make something special then. And, of course, they made the Dragon Launcher, an awesome rocket launcher with its own VFX and whatnot. You get the idea. But I was like, okay, was that made specifically for the Year of Dragon? Or is that going to be a thing that we're going to see being brought back every single year? Why am I bringing this up? Because right now it's selling at $14 almost on the Steam market. But when it was in the Rush store last year, it was selling at what, like $7? Well, if we go to SMM.app very quickly, if you go to the top right, you can click that special little time notch, and I can go to 2024, scroll down, and I can easily find the Lunar New Year from the previous year, and you can see that rocket launcher sold for a whopping $5.50. There you go. So it's basically doubled in price at the moment, but if it gets reintroduced next week at $5.49 again, what's going to happen? It's going to go down in price, isn't it? Of course it is. So, okay. You might need to consider selling it. If we see no other mentions of a brand new snake-themed weapon or deployable, whatever, yeah. Now, the mask is expected. That's not going to get in the way of the rocket launcher. It was a matter of, are we going to see anything else? And as of now, haven't seen anything, right? So just point that out to you. Yeah, if you own that, and I do, you might want to consider selling it, because you'll be able to sell that, get a lovely bit of profit, and then next week buy two of them. Yeah, and still have some profit left over. Now you know. And another thing to look forward to is the Chinese lanterns, because if you're like me, you've probably been selling a lot of Ruskins right about now. So if I could show you that, and I could show the sales, post-Christmas has been doing wonders for me. Yippee! So as long as you put the sales out, you'll make the sales. Yeah, it's not too hard. But you've probably been sitting in a position of, right, I need to buy things now because I've got too much money. I'm not bragging. This actually happens quite a lot. Well, the Chinese lanterns are a very good shout. All right? Point I'm trying to get across is right now you can see that selling at $5, or rather it's listed at $5. But of course, it always is reintroduced every single year. But every single year it slowly rises back up in price and doubles in price. Yes, it's a long-term investment, but Chinese lanterns routinely always, go all the way back up in price. However, next week when they're reintroduced, they're going to go back down again, aren't they? Oh, there you go. So if you want to put some money away into something that very likely will eventually go up in the positive and become profitable, that's another good shout right there. And maybe the Dragon Rocket Launcher as well, because, that'll probably just go up in price regardless. Summertime 2025, it'll probably be selling for about $8 or something. Still profitable, just not, the price it's currently selling at now. So very nice things to look forward to for next week. And, of course, you'll probably see the routine things of all the other Lunar New Year skins. I'm pretty much expecting Chinese New Year Spear to appear as well. I really wouldn't be surprised if we see the brand new Zodiac box. Samota, every single year, he gets a box accepted. Yes, he has submitted a brand new Snake one. I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest. Right then, so here's another thing. I wouldn't be surprised if we see another anime skin from Mr. RR3. Snake Girl, Mr. RR3, Snake Girls! Right, anyway, so moving on from there, we can now talk about other interesting details that have been mentioned. So, of course, just around the corner, we have the primitive update, but armor slots, as best... Whoa. Is that debuff? What? Well, speed reduction. Huh. So it looks like we're getting some sort of special enchantments or something. Huh. Okay, well, there you go. We've turned into Path of Exile Rust edition. That actually would be very cool. All right, whatever. Anyway, so, some sort of interesting slot system is being added to armor. Maybe it's just for primitive game mode. We shall see. Are they making it kind of arcadey? Extra gamey, because if you can't shoot people, you're going to be able to run around faster and whatnot. Oh no, it's going to be like TF2. It's going to be the Islander, where Demo manager to keep charging non-stop. Well, I mean, I'm just saying that would actually be very funny. Anyway, moving on. So that's a nice, interesting thing on the horizon. And for a very long time, we did not see it being mentioned, and now it's happened. Tigers are being mentioned once more. They're going to be ready. Oh, they're going to be ready for you. When the jungle biome comes out later this year, probably the summertime, there's going to be so many kids just racing to go into the jungle, and so many kids are going to get eaten alive. You know it's going to happen. So, yeah, I was aware of these ages ago. 9 months ago, I saw tigers being mentioned. Initially, I thought the brand new biome was going to be like the African savannah. But then once they mentioned panthers, yep, there you go. I was like, oh, wait, hang on a minute, rainforests and whatnot? Oh, it's going to be a jungle. And, of course, with crocodiles being mentioned as well. Yeah. In fact, if I were to just quickly change this to crocodile, you're probably going to see... There you go. Yep. 6 months ago as well, crocodiles were mentioned, and it's looking pretty interesting, isn't it? So, yeah. Time it for the summer, when all the kids have summer vacation and whatnot. Loads of people playing the game. Perfect timing. So, that's definitely something to look forward to. And, well, I hope you've been making some interesting investments over the past, couple weeks or so with post-Christmas for flashbacks. Flashbacks is a good shout. I am going to have a brand new post-Christmas video out on Saturday where I talk about how I've approached things, because initially I did sit here and say reptile hunters are a very, very good thing to consider investing into, because if we're going to be in rainforests and whatnot in the jungle, it's going to be dark green, isn't it? Or just green? We don't fully know. But I reckon all green stuff is going to probably be appreciated, right? Those kids, as much as they're going to be eaten by tigers, there's going to be other people in the dense jungle, right? And they're going to need some interesting camouflage. Reptile Hunter probably is the best shout, but if that gets too expensive, and at the moment it definitely looks like that's going to be happening fairly soon, they're going to, you're going to have to look for other options, all right? These have been bought out. Tier 3 is already kind of valuable, but all the other pieces have been bought out. Prices have been going up. Like, it's been very good for post-Christmas for Reptile Hunter. you're going to have to look for other options. Flashbacks is definitely another option. And the hoodie right now has appeared to have slowly started to go back up to its restore price. The borders have been creeping upwards. It's starting to happen. So if you haven't jumped into this already, you might want to consider grabbing a few for yourself. I have bought 500. Consider watching the video on Saturday. You'll see how I've approached all of that, because it's not just that. I've been buying Counter-Strike cases and everything. Anyway, cool. So, jungle biome, lots of fun to be had in the future, and I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest if we get some very similar player count numbers for that, because you've got to take this into consideration. It's the first brand new biome to be added to Rust. I'm not sure if we had any other did we always have snow? Did we always have desert? Feel free to message me, comment below if that actually came out at a later time. But jungle? This is new. This is interesting. This is going to change potentially how the game is played, you know. Maybe you can't build in jungle, or maybe all the best things are going to be in jungle. We don't know. So, yeah, this is going to be pretty interesting. Is it going to be as impactful as the world update? Feel free to comment below. Again, it's all theorising and whatnot, but it's fun. It's fun. Right, so yeah, I am expecting a ton of people to be playing then, as per usual. Like with the previous summer, it's to be expected. It's to be expected. But things are lining up perfectly. And, well, you know, have you been making some moves? Have you been making some investments? You can comment below all of those. How many times did you say comment below? Shut up. Anyway, so, yeah, crocodiles, and over to here, jungle ruins. I am under the impression we're going to get some sort of special temple run themed, jungle themed monument. Are we going to get a special DLC for that? If we're going to have the primitive game mode next month with the Night Armor DLC, where's my adventurous archaeologist? You know, where is my Indiana Jones themed DLC, Face Punch? Come on now. Oh, actually, what about as a hazmat? Can we still have the fedora? Basically, it's all of Indiana Jones' clothes, but it still has Matt. That would be... Okay, that actually might be funny. All right, cool. So that's basically everything that needs to be said. And we can reiterate this once more. Twitch drops. So everybody here, they're getting a Twitch drop. Very cool. February 6th to 16th, next month. I'm getting the feeling this is all to promote the brand new primitive game mode, which, I mean, fair enough. They're more than welcome to do that. No one's complaining about getting free skins. But like I said, I'm already looking at about 4 or 5 different AK-47s. And, of course, we're now going to quickly showcase to you the brand new collection that's appeared on the Rust Workshop. Do you notice how we have 3 AKs right there already? There's more. Yeah, there is more. I know of another one. So that's happening. Yippee! But if you want to get a good look at Junin AK-47 right here, Junin's very nice white AK with a bit of green and white, green and yellow there. Sorry. Feel free to go ahead to my YouTube. I actually have a short video right here with some very, very awkward looking hair. I just had a shower before that, and you making excuses, Hedge? Yeah, but you can see it right there. Or you can just go to my shorts, as you can see, on display, with a lot of other interesting showcases of skins. Right, so yeah, that's it. When I see all the skins are available to be looked at, I'll make a video showcasing all of them to the best of my ability. And yeah, my name is Hedge. I've been yapping non-stop, showcasing skins non-stop. And I think I can probably finally stop now. Also, don't forget, Valentine's is just around the corner. Oh, am I going to look pretty in pink? Yeah. All right, we'll see. All right, cool. So that's it. That's a wrap. That's everything. And I hope you're looking forward to Lunar New Year next week. What interesting designs will we see? Well, there's only one way to find out. Keep an eye on the workshop. Yep, plenty more skins will be submitted. You just got to keep an eye out.